KTN can reveal disturbing new details that shows the plot leading to the brutal murder of Albert OJWANG. Days before his death, officers from the General Service Unit quietly stormed the Standard Media Group in a Probox vehicle with a fake number plate of a Subaru vehicle investigating a fictitious front page titled "The Richest Cop," falsely attributed to the Standard and linked to Deputy Inspector General Eliud Lagat. Once the headline was dismissed as fake, attention shifted to OJWANG, the man accused of spreading it. And days later, he was dead. Eliud Lagat is a man many believe should no longer wear the sacred uniform of the National Police Service. But he is not stepping aside. So the question remains, can credible investigation truly begin while Lagat still holds power? KTN Francis Ontoma begins our bulletin tonight.
In a career spanning over 25 years, Eliud Kipkoech Lagat has climbed through the ranks, now one heartbeat away from the top office in the National Police Service. But tonight, the Deputy Inspector General finds himself in the eye of a national storm, linked to one of the most chilling state-sponsored brutality in police cells this country has ever seen: the killing of 31-year-old Albert OJWANG.
Albert OJWANG was arrested in Homa Bay County by DCI detectives for the offense of false publication.
The man Kanja refers to is currently lying cold at the city mortuary, killed in cold blood for simply sharing an opinion about the DIG. But how did a fake front page clearly fabricated trigger such a lethal response from the police? KTN can now reveal that days before OJWANG's death, a Toyota Probox bearing registration number KDD055Z drove into the parking lot of the Standard Media Group in Nairobi on April 22nd. Inside, 3 men who identified themselves as officers from the General Service Unit. The men said they were here over a headline established to be fabricated that had ruffled feathers at the National Police Service titled "The Richest Cop" and linked to Lagat. The National Transport and Safety Authority system showed that the Toyota Probox used in the mission bore a fake number plate. This number plate is registered to a black Subaru Forester under the name of Mutungwa Wambua. They quickly finished their interrogation and sped off. Several days later, another related fake headline, "The Mafia Cop," again resurfaced, and it is this fabrication that is believed to have cost Albert OJWANG his life. Even with outrage mounting from civil society and rights groups, Eliud Lagat remains unmoved. He has refused to step aside despite mounting calls for accountability and impartial investigations.
We equally call upon the Deputy Inspector General of the Kenya Police Service, Mr. Eliud Lagat, to publicly and unconditionally recuse himself from taking part or influencing the investigations in any way, save for as may be required of him as a potential witness.
But to truly understand who Lagat is, the power he wields and his actions, we must look back to May this year. Following the brazen killing of a Catholic priest in Tot Elgeyo Marakwet, Father Alois Cheruyot Bet in Kerio Valley, Lagat was deployed to restore order.
We agree how this thing is going to be actualized. Saizi mtaongea baada ya hii. Tunaelewana, chairman? We've agreed you map out the areas that you think it's posing some threat. Ndio huyo county commander wangu, and he's under full instructions to provide security for people that don't come to this place. Tumeelewana?
But within a week of that tough statement, 2 bodies were discovered dumped by the roadside in Soin Ward, Nakuru County. Both men said to be Tot residents in Elgeyo Marakwet. A coincidence or a pattern? Is there more to read from this on the spate of disappearances and abductions that have been rocking the country? Tonight, the conscience of the nation is disturbed by the loud silence from the highest office in the land. No word, no action. But for a man supposed to push and uphold security and rule of law, Eliud Lagat now stands accused of embodying the very rot he sought to fight. Francis Ontoma, KTN, Nairobi.